Nicki Sun with MovieWeb here at Regal L.A. Live for the world premiere of Big George Foreman, the miraculous story of the once and future heavyweight champion of the world. Let's check it out. What has been your biggest joy working on a film like this and about to see it on the big screen?
My biggest joy was knowing that George Foreman is going to get the notoriety that he deserves, because everyone knows his grill, but no one really talks about him in the ring. They talk about Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson.
People get to see what the movie is, get to see finally, after 20 years, George's story finally gets to be told.
Honestly, I have never been able to talk about God so openly in working on any film, and I'm so happy that this is such a core, component of the film. God is such a core component of spirituality that I can just be myself and talk about it all the time without somebody thinking I'm a religious fanatic.
What made you want to tell George's story?
Second chances. This guy completely changed his life around. He stopped boxing because he wanted to be a minister. Who does that? And he couldn't make a fist. And then he became a different person. That's great. You can talk about change in your own life. That's the first, a really good example.
This movie is very much about second chances. Is there anything you like to tell, especially to the young folks who are watching?
For me, everything is about people and relationships with people. So if you're feeling siloed or alone or alienated, close the computer, turn off the phone, go outside, sit on a park bench, talk to somebody, go to your grandma's house, talk to her, and lean on people to the extent that you can.
Anything you want to do, any desire that you have in your heart is already yours. You just got to believe it. You just got to believe that it's yours and go for it.
Is there a scene that you filmed that you're like, I hope it's in there?
Oh, I love that question. So there's a first date scene between Mr. Foreman and Mary Joan, and the actor Chris Davis, who plays George Foreman. We were really excited to bring the love between Mr. Foreman and Mary Joan into the story, and the vulnerability and the intimacy. So what we did during that first date scene was, instead of leaving while they were setting up the cameras, we just sat and we talked the whole time for hours. And I hope I get to see that intimacy and vulnerability translate on the screen.
As a director, you really covered 4 decades of George's life. What were the challenges in that?
It was hard. I know.
Like, what do you start with?
I know, and we had to take out so much because the story is so rich. But I think that's the great thing about his story, is that we were able to take the story of the drive and what he had and what he learned.
I hope that audiences will take away to never give up, despite people you love not believing it.
To see a representation of a global icon that hopefully, sheds a new light on who he was and how he moved and operated, and will inspire people, ultimately.
Really just never give up, no matter what your dreams are. I've been saying that this whole time because it really resonates with my life too. It's like, if I gave up, I wouldn't be standing here today. And I know people are out there with dreams and aspirations, and it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it matters about how many times you get up. And I think that's what people are going to resonate with in this film, and I think it's really important.
Like to say to George Foreman?
Oh, thank you, sir, for your courageousness, for your resilience, and for entrusting us with your story.
Thank you for allowing us to tell your story, and I think this is going to resonate with so many people, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Mr. Foreman, Mr. Reverend Foreman. Thank you. Thank you for your legacy. Thank you for paving the way, and I really hope that you're proud of this film.
I love you, George. If I need to say something to George, I love you, George. And congratulations on your story being told.
Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you for showing us what it looks like to hold spirituality in the modern day world, and how much with God you can do the impossible.
Well, that's a wrap on the red carpet. Truthfully, this has been one of the biggest inspirational stories on film, and I'm so glad that George Foreman is finally getting the story he deserves to be on the big screen. This is Nicki Sun with MovieWeb. I'll catch you in the next one.